Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In this very good opportunity, we would like to present our research about the effects of dark mode and language proficiency on typing speed and accuracy, a design of experiment study. Next. And this is our team consisting of 5 members. There are LNasya, Mustafa, Asep, Hermawanto, and me, Aditya. Next. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the brief introduction that shifting in work, shifting in lifestyle, and also shifting in other people behavior to be more digital is emerging recently. And speaking about the working in digital environment, human interface improvement is one of the important things to be noted. And the human interface itself is developed day by day, emerging very increasing very rapidly, and to make the more comfortable and better working experiences. And one of the most trend recently is about the dark mode interface that is mostly used by many people right now. And aside of the dark mode interface, native language is also considered influence to the working productivity. And according to the research by Palin in 2019, from the research from the 37,000 of volunteers who are typing in English manuscript from all over the world, the results stated that the average of speed was 36.17 word per minute. And we assume, ladies and gentlemen, that there will be a significant different result if we make the language barrier to become one of the blocking factor in our research. Next. And as the early hypothesis, ladies and gentlemen, we assume that people that who are working in dark interface and also typing in their native language are benefit and also tend to have the bigger speed rate and also typing accuracy. And our main question in our research are the first. Are light interface and dark interface mode on mobile device give a significant different result on typing productivity? And also the second, do people type in their native language are benefit to gain more working productivity? And for brief additional information, that the data that presented in our research are collected from internet-based typing experiment from 5 different Indonesian native students. And also the experiment itself was done with several adjustments like typing both in the light and also dark mode interface, and also both from Indonesian and also English manuscript. And also the analysis was conducted by ANOVA method by using by adjusting several criteria as blocking factors. Next.
Next, method that we use in this research is design of experiment. Design of experiment is a statistical technique that refers to the process of planning the experiment so that the data can be collected and analyzed by the appropriate statistical methods to resulting in valid and objective conclusions. These techniques can be applied in many fields such as engineering, marketing, service operations, and general business operations. There are 3 basic principles of experimental design. One is randomization, when both the allocation and the order of experimental materials and runs are randomly determined. 2 is replications, when each factor's combinations are run repeatedly. And 3 is blocking, when there are nuisance factors that want to be reduced or eliminated to improve the precisions with which comparisons among the factors of interest are made. Next. Nuisance factors can be defined as a design factors that can probably influences the response. Nuisance factors can be unknown and uncontrolled. In this case, we use randomization technique to solve the problem. If the nuisance factors is known and controllable, we can use blocking technique to eliminate the effect that can be influences the response systematically. There are many design techniques in experimental design. One of them is randomized complete block design, or SCBD. This design analyzes the treatment effect within each block where every treatment level is applied to every block level. Experimental result then examined based on ANOVA or analysis of variance approach. This approach is used to determine whether there are significant differences between means and treatments statistically. Factors with a p-value below 1 minus confidence level are deemed statistically significant, meaning the values of their means are different. Next.
Methodology. We did several steps to conduct this experiment or research, such as define the problem, literature review, determine the objectives, and others shown in the table. This study objective is to determine the effects of typing mode into language with different level of proficiency using design of experiment. We use some tools to collect data, such as dark reader browser extension to type in the dark mode and Minitab to process and analyze data. Next, we have 5 experimenters to collect data and to factor. This is the sample of the text that the experimenter have to type in the light and the dark mode. The experiment was conducted by randomly choosing a combination treatment shown in the table. Next.
For the result of the normality test, we get that the speed data is normally distributed. For the accurate data is likely below 0.05, which means it's close to normal. The result of the homogeneity test can also be seen below the plot. Both speed and accuracy data both have value above 0.05, which means the data is homogeneous or the same. After performing normality and homogeneity tests, the next step is to perform ANOVA calculation on both data. It can be seen that the two tables are the result of the analysis. And the result of R-squared for both data are 92.88% for the speed and 48.24% for the accuracy. The result of the analysis of ANOVA will be explained by my friend Mustafa.
As you can see from the result, we can do some analysis on the speed and accuracy. On the speed, the factors that affect the speed of the typing is language and the typist. The dark mode and light mode does not have any significant effect towards the speed. And also, the combination of factors that affect this speed is the combination of language and typist, and also the combination of all three factors. As for accuracy, the only factor that has a significant effect is the typist, where the dark mode and light mode and also the language does not have a significant effect, with p-values both above the threshold. And from this, we can conclude the research and have future suggestions for future research. The conclusions is that the result of the experiments show that the dark mode or light mode does not impact typing speed and accuracy. And language, however, has an effect towards only typing speed, but not accuracy. So the typing accuracy does not have any effect by both the language and the modes. And it's only affected by the individual typists. For the future research, we can also use this by lengthening the typing tests, because for this experiment, for each typing test, we only use one paragraph. And besides this, for other future research, we can also factor in other important things such as the typist posture, the type of keyboard used, and the environmental conditions such as sound, light, and all other things. And these are the references used for this research. And thank you for your attention.